With schools reopening on Monday, teacher unions have had some concerns around readiness. A recently conducted survey by all teacher unions raised concerns around PPE, lack of social distancing, as well as basic services like water and electricity. Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga is expected to brief the nation on the readiness of schools tomorrow. Mouaki is following this for us, and she joins us for more on this. So you spoke to teacher union SATU. What is it that they told you?
Well, good afternoon, Dudu. So mainly the biggest concerns are, of course, that everything is ready come Monday when schools open for the academic year. They have also raised concerns around the issue of counselling, saying that there has been a lot of people who have lost loved ones during this COVID-19 time, including learners and teachers. And they are saying that they are concerned that they would possibly need some form of counselling. And they're saying that they've had these discussions with the Department of Basic Education around around the counselling, possible counselling for all that for people that have lost loved ones. And of course, these learners could have lost teachers as well within the schooling environment. And the SATU really saying that they feel that they will need a bit of counselling around that as well. But of course, as you've mentioned, some of the other concerns around the issue of the COVID-19 protocol equipment and everything that they could possibly need in the schooling environment. But let's just take a closer listen to what SATU had to say.
We have consistently raised this particular matter with the Department of Basic Education. We also are getting a sense that the Department of Basic Education is aware of that particular need. However, it seems like there is, from an implementation point of view, there remains some serious challenges. That is why we would have suggested that perhaps there needs to be a greater collaboration with the other departments that could assist in this regard as well, being social development, be it health, be it NGOs as well, and other organizations, because we sense that we are going to struggle within the schooling communities really to deal with the kind of grief and anxiety that will now be coming as a consequence of the second wave.
So that's the word from unions. What of teachers? Are they feeling prepared to receive learners on Monday?
Well, teachers, according to the unions, of course, saying that they are ready, mainly because they have been in the schooling environment or on the premises of schools for about 2 weeks now. And this, of course, following the announcement by the department that schools were initially expected to open on the 25th of January for teachers and the 27th for learners. However, that was then moved by 2 weeks to the 15th of February. And that is, of course, on Monday. But teachers really saying that they are ready. They've had to put various measures in place to ensure that all their workbook is done, all their working material, rather, that all of that has been put in place for the learners. Of course, you would remember to do that. Even with this particular academic year, we are expecting that what happened last year when schools reopened will continue this year, where there will possibly be that rotational learning. We know that some schools have already started with things like the WhatsApp groups and the online platforms, just to ensure that everyone is on the same page concerning that. So teachers saying that they are definitely ready. Let's take a listen to what PEU had to say.
The challenge that we are still having, the survey that we have conducted as PEU and other 4 teacher unions that we conducted on our principal indicates that provinces are below 60% delivery in terms of face masks, in terms of your sanitizers, in terms of water supply. When you talk to them, they promise that come Monday, everything will be in place. Some were still indicating that they will deliver even during the weekend. So you ask yourself a question, what was it that they were doing for the past 3 weeks when educators were requested to go to school in order to receive and prepare for the learners? So that is our concern. Our other main concern is the perennial challenges of shortage of infrastructure in our private schools and also the shortage of teachers. You will recall that in order to comply with social distance, you have to multiply the classes that we have, that a normal grade that is having 1 class will now be having 2 to 3 classes. That means you should have additional classrooms, you should have additional teachers. So that is still the problem that we see.
So we know the department is having a briefing tomorrow, but any word from them for today?
Well, I did have a conversation with the department spokesperson, Elijah Motshekga, who mentioned that the minister actually chaired a meeting today of the Council of Education Ministers, that's CEM, and that meeting happened earlier this morning. And we are told that it was issues like these that were being discussed just to ensure that when schools do open come Monday, that everything is in place. And of course, he's also mentioned to me that with the briefing tomorrow, they could possibly be addressing these kind of issues that have been raised by the unions.
Let's leave it there for now. We'll pick up on that briefing expected tomorrow. Thank you very much.